Hello everybody, Pushpanjali Sahu here again with the dissolution of partnership firms second part. Now in this second part I am going to take this sequence of discharging the liabilities. Okay, I will just repeat, sequence of discharging the liabilities means in which way you are going to discharge the liabilities when you want to dissolve the partnership firm. Now for this we will take an example first. Let us take an example of partner A and partner B. Now, these both partners were running the partnership firm together, but because of certain uncertainties, they have to close down their business. They don't want to proceed the business further. Now, for this, what they had done? Now, for this, they had thought to dissolve the firm, and if they want to dissolve the firm, before that, they have to pay off all the liabilities. Now, while paying off the liabilities, just think which liabilities they should pay first. What thing should come to their mind first? Yeah, very true. The first thing that should come to their mind is that they should pay off the outside liabilities, the liabilities which is not connected to them. That is the liabilities which is connected to outsiders rather than the partners. Okay. Now this type of liabilities which is not connected with the partners but it is connected with the outsiders. It is nothing but third parties liabilities. So it is termed as yours third parties liabilities. Okay. And the other liabilities which are connected to the partners, which the partnership firm have to pay to the partners, is termed as partners liability. Okay. Now in your A part, in same way I had divided the liabilities into two parts, that is your A group and B group. Now in your A group, we give certain sequence to the liabilities, that is to the third parties liabilities also we do give certain sequence. Now if the partnership firm wants to dissolve, some of the other small expenses may be incurred. Okay. Now for these small expenses they have to keep a certain unexpected amount aside. They can't predict properly what is the exact amount that they have to use for the further expenses during the period of dissolution. Just try to understand what I am saying to you. During the period of this dissolution, they have to incur certain expenses. Okay, like if suppose they want to sell off their assets. Okay, then it may happen they have to pay the octroi duty. Okay, so for all these things, they have to keep a certain amount aside for this all expenses. This expense is termed as the realization expenses. I have taken the very first expense, that is your realization expense in your A part. So after your realization expenses, after keeping a certain amount aside in the form of realization expenses, what the next thing the firm should do? The firm should pay off all the tax liabilities which the firm is liable to pay to the government. Okay. After paying off the tax liabilities to the government, the third part that it comes is the government should pay the loan. If they had taken any loan, they should reimburse the loan. Then any of the advances if they have taken from others, then any of the bank overdraft, okay, or any of the creditors if they have not paid the amount. This all should come under secured part. It means what? If these particular liabilities are secured, it should be paid first. Okay, if these particular liabilities are secured, then these liabilities should be paid by the partnership first. Okay, not the fourth part. Okay, firstly they have to keep aside for realization expense. Second, they have to pay off the government liabilities, government dues relating to tax. Then thirdly, they have to clear off the loan amount if they have anything, or if they have not paid a certain creditor. These all cases only if this loan or these creditors are secured, okay, against any of the assets. Secured means what? Secured means if we say now, if I will be not able to pay you this amount, this will be the mortgage, any of my asset will be mortgaged. Okay, that is termed as secured. Now after this, come to the next part, that is your unsecured creditors. The very last part of your third party's liabilities is your unsecured creditors. Now these unsecured creditors are those creditors from whom you had taken certain amount, okay, or you had taken some raw materials or finished goods, okay, on credit basis, and you had not paid anything, neither you had kept any of the asset as security. Okay, so they are termed as unsecured creditors. They are termed as unsecured creditors. Okay, so in your third parties liabilities, we had gone through 4 parts. First one, realization expense. Second one, we have to pay off to the government dues, that is your taxes. Third one, we have to pay off all the secured liabilities. And fourth one, we have to pay off the unsecured liabilities. Now after that, come to the B part, that is your partner's liability. Now in your partner's liability, the very first thing that you have to pay to the partners is to those partners who had given certain amount as advance to you, or to you it means to the partnership firm, or it has given certain loan amount to the partnership firm. Now over here I have taken one of the example of the partnership firm in which there are two partners, partner A and partner B. Okay, now in this, partner A had suppose given a certain amount in the form of loan to the partnership firm. Okay, partner A had given a certain amount of loan, okay, to the partnership firm. So after paying off to the third parties, the first amount will be paid to partner A, the amount of loan that he had given to the partnership firm. Okay, after paying off this particular partner's loan amount, the next thing is that we are going to see what is the capital and current account balances of the respective partners. That is, over here I have taken the example of partner A and partner B. What is the respective balances of the partner's capital and current account? Okay, so the next step will be what? To pay off the partner's capital account balance and partner's current account balances. Now after paying off this all balances, the amount which is been left, that will be termed as the profit or surplus of the partnership firm. So that will be termed as the profit or the surplus of the partnership firm. Okay, so over here today I had completed with the sequence of discharging the liabilities. Okay, so this particular part will be useful for you to think logically in dissolution of partnership final accounts also, and this next chapter, piecemeal distribution of cash. Okay, in both the cases you will be able to understand the sequence of discharging the liabilities in logical form. So just go deeper into it, think little logically. If you would have the partnership firm, then what you are going to do the first, what you are going to do the second, what you are going to do the third. Okay, so in this way you will be able to just keep in mind all the sequences that you need to follow while discharging the liabilities. Okay, that's it for today. Yes, don't forget to like and subscribe the channel, okay, which inspires me to make more videos for you all.